collaborations then? Because I work with a lot of music students as well. I do a lot of lectures, a lot of speaking with the, music students that are coming through. And the big thing that I think is important for students coming through is their ability to collaborate with others. What is your opinion on collaboration?
Collaboration, I have mixed feelings. If
Okay.
somebody else brings me their work, I think they could maybe ask for no better collaborator than me. Because I hear things and I say, hey, why don't you try this? You might sort of open out that sound. Or maybe these lyrics can be changed, altered just slightly to mean the same thing, but even more.
Mm.
Yet at the same time, I don't accept people's offers to collaborate with me very much. Maybe it's because in my imagination I have so many lyrics and so much music. I think that I am enough to complete this work.
Mm.
I'm not going to make that an absolutely emphatic rule. Right now it's a feeling,
Mm.
but I know that there is always room for improvement. And I find that I do my best work when there is somebody to challenge me with what I'm doing. Like, God, can you justify why you wrote that? Why you think that? Why that sounds that way? Can you?
Mm.
And I have to kind of dig, and the more I have to work at it and wrestle with it, the
Yeah.
more real it becomes, the more righteous it becomes. So I don't think I give myself to other people other people's ideas of collaboration as easily as I would sell myself to collaborate with them. I think it's for me a question of ability, but also a question of I think that I'm filled with creative impulses. And my friends tell me I'm full of a lot of other things too. Very full. So, guy,
Yeah,
you're full of it today.
yeah. But I mean, what about in the sense of collaboration? I mean, a big thing that's happening around the world right now is remixing, and people who take a piece of work. You take, for example, I'll give an example. Kanye West takes a Ray Charles song and takes a sample of that Ray Charles song and turns it into a big, massive hit record. Again, the Ray Charles version was a big hit record, but now the Kanye West, 40 years down the line, and it's another big hit record. What's your opinion on remixing?
Again, mixed feelings. I do love the originals of songs.
Yeah.
Um, but when you say take Nat King Cole, his daughter
Mm.
Natalie did an album that took his old songs and electronically blended the two of them performing together.
Yeah.
Now this was not pure; it was not the art intended. Yet to me, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
And the means to do so was with electronics, with mechanics, with people listening, with
Mm.
fixing things. But the outcome was quite beautiful. So once again, even if I get a little snobby about stuff about what should be and what should not be, I know that there is room for improvement. There's room for my ears to listen again to all these things. I mean, when I think of R.L. Burnside, you heard him with his electric guitar back in the 50s, 60s, 70s. He's playing this old, beautiful, in the country stuff. But then he gets remixed with a modern sound, with the bass, with the drums, with the, and the sampling kind of thing
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. It was
Yeah.
beautiful differently.
Yeah.
So there is room for improvement in my ability to be open to new things, such as what you just mentioned, say with Kanye West, Ray Charles, that kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting because you're a purist. It's interesting to hear, if someone takes one of your records, samples one of your records, creates a different genre even. I mean, maybe they go into a different. It's not blues. It becomes, an electronic dance record, for an example. But it's your hook line or your melody or your voice or your whatever. I mean, is that not intriguing for you?
It's intriguing, even if it offends my sense of integrity. If I suddenly see a check with a very large number on it and lots of zeros behind it, oh, my integrity is very soothed. So I can be bought. I can be
You can be
bought.
you can be bought,
But even if it's not a question of money, I can be educated, and I believe I would be open to another person's interpretation of how they hear me with other instruments that I didn't originally intend, or something different.
yeah, but I mean, see, from my opinion, I mean, if I make a record, I've always got my version. I've always got that,
Yeah.
and so that's that. You can put that in a special place. But a remix for me, it works. It doesn't work. I like it. I don't like it. But I've still got my version at
Yes.
the end. So that's kind of, but it's very interesting to hear you say, but because I mean, again, I mean, I think a lot of this is down to you know whether or not, because authentic blues music doesn't really get sampled that much. Not like like funk music has, or
Yeah,
certain
like
other,
James Brown, etc. Understood.
etc. So authentic blues hasn't really been played with as much, and I wondered whether that was because of the artists that perform the blues music, or whether that was down to set conditions or rules that they have, perhaps, as you say, the purist scenario. Is that the case?
No, sir, it is not subject to rules. It is subject to somebody having the vision to say, I think we can make money if we do this. If we take that guy's music and put it in this genre with that background.
Yeah,
Oh, God. Because nobody. Oh, God. Troubled in. I can't remember the name of the song, but Moby Grape took that woman singing that short passage.
yeah, yeah,
And as beautiful as that music was when she sang it, they did it beautifully to take that little passage of her and make a whole song out of it. But what was most important was that it introduced me to that woman's sound.
yeah.
That woman, even though her name escapes me at the moment, was from Alabama. Was from Alabama, and there's a documentary on her, and I have to kind of look back because her name itself is not right on the tip of my brain or my tongue.
No,
But
no.
so it was more important for me to hear it in its impure form, to appreciate the artistry of that woman, and then go look beyond that. Back in
Yeah,
the early 1970s, Gordon Park did a biography of Leadbelly
yeah,
by that same name. It was it was a lot of it was fictional and conjoined and conflated and away from what the truth was. Yet it made me want to know more about Leadbelly. Now,
yeah,
I already knew some about Leadbelly from a summer camp I went to from when I was a child, that run by Pete Seeger's brother. I heard some of the old Leadbelly songs, and I heard about him singing his way out of prison and all sorts of things. So, yeah,
yeah.
it's better that these efforts take place, even if they ruin the purity, just so that they spark the interest. That's the trade off, and I'm for the interest.